Welcome to Komodo Island. We are just at the entrance gates to the national park, and already not even on the property, and there's a little babyish looking Komodo dragon right about there. So he's just waddling his way over here. So the fear of not seeing a Komodo dragon on your track, at least for us, done, alleviated. We have already spotted our first Komodo dragon. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the process, getting a guide, picking the trail. There's two trails. I already know that option. There's a shorter one and a longer one. So to be determined what it is that we're going to do. And we are excited. I can't believe we already have our first Komodo dragon sighting. And we haven't, I guess should we all just go back to the boat now?
No.
No?
We're a little scared.
A little scared, but I guess we are not going back to the boat. All right, the first thing that happens is when you connect with a guide, and by the way, all of our park fees and guide fees are all paid for through our boat fee on our liveaboard with Travas Life. More on that in this whole video series playlist. But first thing you're gonna do is pick your track, short, medium, long, adventure. We're going medium, that's 2.5K, and they estimate about 1 hour. So generally the guide has given us our rules: stay together, if we see a Komodo we stop, and the guide's gonna basically take charge for us. And the trail looks nicely paved. We got Forrest in the baby backpack, so I think second time this entire summer we've got him in the baby backpack. But right now it's hot, it's sunny, hopefully a little bit of shade. If not, I'm gonna have to pop on the baby backpack hood. But we've been pretty happy with this one. We've only used it a couple of times, like I said, but times like right now, it's a lifesaver versus lugging him in my arms for a full hour. No way. Hey, Pac. How many tours do you do a day, do you think?
For the pandemic right now, not more tourists can walk to the jungle.
Yeah, a little bit low.
One day, 3 times normal.
Okay. And then if no COVID, do you do more?
Oh, before the COVID,
Yeah.
oh more.
Like maybe like double or?
Yeah, exactly, like a 5 or 6 or one day walk.
Yeah, so yeah, numbers and tourists down a little bit, but still you get 3 tours a day or so, which is, I guess, good, better than nothing. Yeah. And then have you been seeing a lot of Komodo action lately, or do you never know?
About the Komodo, it's good to find them. Yeah, it's good to find them. But like this morning, I found 3 Komodo this morning.
Wow, all right.
Yeah.
We just saw one walking on the beach,
Yeah,
actually,
small
so
one.
we're like, phew.
Yeah, it is
So
small
the
one.
pressure's off. We got one.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna promise, but I hope to find them big Komodo around the track or maybe later ending to the tour. Yeah.
Right, very good. Okay, thank you, Pac. Terima kasih. So, okay, we'll touch base with our guide throughout the trip, and if there's anything, little knowledge bombs or anything, we'll give them to you. We did watch, by the way, as preparation, it was Wild Kratts. The PBS cartoon has a Komodo Island feature. I just, don't quote me, I'll put it right here, but I think it was season 5, episode 13. It's all about the Komodo dragon, so it was a fun way for us to learn a little bit about the Komodo dragons. For example, we had a big debate if they could actually swim or not, and apparently they can. The other thing we did, we watched a YouTube video, maybe I'll link that here as well, called like, what was it called, Kelly?
How to survive a Komodo dragon attack.
Yeah, how to survive a Komodo dragon attack. Don't watch that with the kids before the video, because it was like kind of terrifying. We had some conversations with the kids about, no, we're not going to cancel the trip, you won't die. But the Wild Kratts one was a little easier. All right, onward we go. All right, we've just come around our first bend, and there is a monstrous Komodo dragon right up here. There's a whole group of people taking pictures. You can see he's right by the watering hole. All right, I'll go around these guys.
More food.
They're drinking water.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
So you can see the park, even though COVID is still quite a few groups of people here. I mean, these big destination spots are going to be busy.
More last one.
Ah, so cool. So everyone's just sort of trailing the Komodo.
Hello.
Oh, there he goes. All right, I think they told us far enough, so that's great. I like that the guides actually do some regulating, so not everyone's just up on top of the Komodo dragon. So we're all just sort of trailing this Komodo dragon now. The guides have invited us to come in close. I mean, at least this close. But you can see we're still on the defined trail, so that's probably why it's okay to follow, but no one's gonna go through the bushwhack. Got like a whole group of people here. So this is great. This is the second Komodo dragon of the day. The first one on the beach. This is the first one we've seen officially in the park. And this is great. Again, the guides are just ushering everyone onto the trail, making sure no one steps over. Okay, so just past that watering hole where we first saw the Komodo, this is now the separation. So you got your short track that way, and we are going to go with that medium track, just a little bit longer. That medium track sign. And there's the two others that are even longer. I think they call it like the long track and then the adventure track. So we also we picked this one too already, but in our minds, when we saw that other group we were just with go the short track way, we figured, okay, we'll separate from the group. And even if we don't see another Komodo on this trip, well, we've already seen two. So we feel pretty thankful about that. You know, fingers crossed you see some more, but either way, we're good to go. All right, so we stopped here at this kind of Komodo nest and learned a little bit about the mating season. So basically, these Komodos will have anywhere from 15 to 30 eggs. And only like 15, I think I heard him right, something like 15 to 30% only survive. So not a very large amount. But the interesting fact that I took away from him was that the Komodo babies live up in the trees for up to a few years as they grow and develop. And up in the trees, they live off of bugs and just any sort of little insect creature that they can get, and they live up there for their own safety because other Komodos, like big ones, will eat them. So kind of gruesome life for the younglings up in the trees there. All right, so we just are coming up towards the end of the tour, so there's obviously some kind of coffee shop there, and we're coming right back up to that beautiful blue water, all the tour boats, liveaboards. But there's one last stop to see the Komodo where they typically will congregate, and that is around the watering hole as described by the guide. So we'll head on over towards the watering hole now, but this is a very beautiful spot. So you get past these trees and you'll see all the liveaboards. I mean, at least a dozen, maybe more. And if this were not COVID times, I have a hunch it'd be many hundreds of boats out there. And just as predicted by our guide, opposite the water hole is another Komodo dragon. So this is our third Komodo dragon of the day. And this one looks pretty big as well. All right, so this is a great scene with the Komodo dragon. You'll see he's just kind of laying there, and all the groups of people are sort of making a queue to get your picture taken, so you can all have like a nice portrait with the Komodo dragon. I think that's really nice. And again, the guides are sort of organizing and getting everyone. They drew a little line in the sand, like don't go past this line, and that was helpful, super helpful. Oh, not today. So it wouldn't be a trip to a national park unless they ran you through the gift store. Good thing, at least with this gift store, is it's at least open air and outdoor. But you get an idea here. Kind of vendor row here, t-shirts, swag, all that. So again, you work your way through vendor row to get back to the boat dock. Would be a good place for coconuts, but I didn't bring any money. I left it all on the boat. Probably wise choice. There's a little travel hack tip for you. Don't bring money. Then you can't buy anything. But there is cool swag to have, you know, t-shirts and all that kind of stuff if that's what you're into. Oh, no thanks, Bob. Yeah.
No thanks.
No thanks. No thanks, Brock. Recover. Yeah, no, that's so nice. No, thank you. All right. Okay, back to the boat.